Hello cactus growers and welcome to my channel. In a previous video I showed uppotting some of my Trichocereus seedlings and one of the things I discovered was that I'd potted multiple seedlings into a single pot, much like these ones on the right. I've got 4 per pot, and here I've got they were much smaller, so I planted a bunch of, I think there's probably about 10 heads in there, 10 separate seedlings. I now discovered that this isn't really a very good idea, because when it comes to separating, the roots are all tangled together and there's a big risk of damaging them. So these are the remaining pots where I have 4 or more seedlings, and I'm going to separate them out today. I'm not going to be potting them up. I'm going to leave them for probably 10 days in order for the roots to heal over, because I'm sure I'm going to cause plenty of damage to them. And I'll be investigating the roots and seeing if there's any health issues. One thing I did notice, these ones here seem a bit floppy. I don't know if that's because they're rotting or there's some other problem, but I will investigate. So I will come back shortly when I've taken these apart and show you what I've found. So the first pot, they all look pretty good. The roots are fairly healthy. The plants have grown fairly well. However, on this plant, I've just spotted there's something here which I think might be a mealybug. It's the first time I've really had a mealybug down at root level. So anyway, I'm going to get a cotton bud with some alcohol and apply that to this to hopefully remove it, and then leave these to dry out for a week or so. And with these 4, you can see that there's the roots are good, nice healthy root stock, but they're proving quite difficult to separate. They're very entangled, so I think it's well overdue doing this repotting. The other thing that I'm just going to point out is that all of these were outside over winter, and they went really quite dark, almost sort of purple in colour, which is a sort of sign of stress, that they produce various pigments and so forth. They've been indoors for maybe 4 or 5 days in a more shady spot. They're starting to green up, they're losing their purple colour, they're still quite dark, but they look otherwise very healthy, so I'm very pleased with these, and I'm looking forward to seeing how they start growing when they get into their new pots. And there we have them all out of their original pots, with the roots separated and waiting to dry out. You'll notice that I don't completely clean the roots. I don't think there's much need to. If I was shipping them somewhere, I probably would. But I don't want to cause any more damage to the roots than is necessary, so I've scraped off the excess soil and will leave this on when I repot them. So these are now in a cool and shady place. Now I'd like to give a thanks to Ziggy for a comment in my previous thing about not leaving the roots where they're exposed to full sun, because that will kill them off. So I'll provide a link to Ziggy's channel up above. Thank you very much, Ziggy, and thank you for all your comments and your advice. I've learned a lot from your channel, so I'm still learning. So these will be left for probably a week, maybe 10 days, until the roots are thoroughly dried out, and then I'll be repotting them into individual pots. A possible exception, some of these are very, very small. They've really not grown well. They've been sharing a pot with some of the much bigger ones. They've not perhaps been in the best location as well to receive sun, so they're quite small. I will try and repot them and put them somewhere bright to carry on growing, and see what happens. They may just be ones that are not got particularly strong genetics. I don't really know that much about these, but not all seedlings do as well as others. So thank you for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time.